see in the chat, we have a lot of people all over the world. So thank you all for tuning in today. We are so excited for today's webinar. We're going to be showing you all the newest, latest, mind-blowing feature that HeyGen has developed. I'm Nikki. I'm the social media manager, or one of the social media managers here at HeyGen. And then we have Joshua, the co-founder and CEO.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get started. We have the instant avatar, Avatar 2.0 today. We all know Joshua 2.0 was getting viral, going viral all over social media, on X, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook, all over LinkedIn. And now HeyGen has officially launched the Avatar 2.0. So Josh, tell us, what is HeyGen's instant avatar?
Yeah, so I think the really one, simple way I would put it is that I think Instant Avatar is the first time that we bring avatar, customized avatar from studio to home, and from professional gear, camera to actually a web browser and the mobile camera. From 7 days to 10 days production time to actually just 5 minutes of just product experience. Yeah, so I think the leap has been just like really making it very convenient, one. And then the second thing is that making it really really fast so that everybody can actually try it out. I think as a before, it does require, if you want to make a high quality avatar, it does require you go to the studio and kind of like preparing the really professional camera, or even with a green screen. But now all this is gone. You can pretty much do it at your in your place, and then with just a mobile camera. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I know I can't even imagine how many cameras it would take to make a realistic avatar that can look just like you. So the technology is amazing and really mind-blowing how quick we have made it. So what would you say, let's just recap again, what is the purpose and vision for providing this AI solution to the market?
Yeah, good question. I think um all right. I think the vision at HeyGen was always become we try to make video production easier, and we felt that there's really two big things at creating a video in the business world. One is the camera. You need to kind of like do some recording, filming, get the footage, and the other piece is editing. We felt that camera is one of the things that we really want to solve first. And when we speak about camera, it's all about filming the actual person, the actor, the spokes person. Yeah, I think avatar kind of like, we would like to scale that up. Once you have the avatar, you don't need to use the camera anymore. But the purpose of the instant avatar really try to make that component even easier. So for example, we're trying to, like I mentioned, just make it much faster, make it much convenient, make it more accessible to everybody, even you don't have a professional gear. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, truly mind-blowing seeing everyone in the chat saying what place in the world they're coming
Yeah.
from. And
It's
this
amazing.
technology, this technology is really just making it easier for everyone. As a content creator myself, and, with the whole rise of the creator economy, that everyone became a creator and can create content. Whether you're a lawyer or you have another job or you're a doctor, you can still do that and be a content creator. So the fact that you're making it easier and making, it saves so much time because everyone is so busy these days, has really been awesome, a great vision. So I would love to know a little bit more about the target user and what potential use cases there are for HeyGen's avatars.
Yeah, good question. So let me actually share my screen real quick.
Okay, awesome. Show us what you have. and love all the support. We're live on YouTube. We're live on LinkedIn as well for the webinar, and on TikTok, we're also live. So thank you all for tuning in on your preferred platform.
All right. Cool. Nikki, can you see my screen, by the way?
Yes, I can
Awesome.
see it.
Yeah. So, like, these are the different use cases we have been seeing from our customers, how they are using Instant Avatar. Like for example, creator is one like big one. Like Nikki, you have been using a lot of Instant Avatar for your creation as well, and education, training content and marketing. No matter that's like product marketing videos, content marketing, brand videos, or even advertising. Yeah, those are another big category. Sales video, I would say, is mainly for creating the personalized video outreach and enrich the customer journey with personalized video. That is a big one, especially we want to kind of like do a higher touch early on in the customer journey. We will be able to actually talk to the customer with my avatar before even having the meeting. So that's another big one. Learning development and internal communication, those two are mainly for the corporate role, where people would we see customer creating onboarding videos, internal training videos, and some company updates, announcement, video message, and presentation. Yeah, those are the different use cases that we have seen from a customer. Um, um, I guess I think one more thing I would like to share today, other than the use case we have seen, right? So kind of want to share how we are actually using that at HeyGen internally. There's a couple of things like I think I would love to call out. So um, we've been really like using that a lot in terms of marketing and sales. I kind of want to call out one example on how we are using my avatar pretty much today. Like first of all, I'm sure a lot of you already know, every time you sign up the account on HeyGen, you will get an automatic email send it to you, and that's personalized with my avatar saying hi with your name, and pretty much meanwhile just giving you an onboarding video. So that is really much the first touch point that we created with my instant avatar and with the customer. And later on, I'm sure everybody sign up on the webinar will get another automatic email from me as well, just saying hi, saying thank you about signing up the webinar, and then we'll see you on Thursday. um, those two are mainly just how we are handling got this one instant avatar into the customer journey with, let's say, email cycle life cycle email and marketing. I think what's interesting on the other one is that if yeah, I mean, I'm not sure everybody should sign up the form or contact ourselves, but if you did actually sign up the form to contact our salespeople and talk to one of the account executives, you will get another personalized email out there, with their name, with your name, and meanwhile your use case outlined there. We're going to enable that for every single account executive in our team, so that when you sign up the sales form, it will just round robin to one of our account executive according to your region and according to your use case. And in that case, you will be able to know who will be the person you'll be talking to, and we'll pretty much like upfront create that higher touch in the whole customer journey, and we can always start email you and ask questions, and then before actually the meeting actually happened. So those are a couple life cycle email stuff that we have been creating in our platform. I'm sure you guys already know, we are creating a new not new we are creating our own YouTube channel with all my avatar being the content, talk about the product tutorial, like I would say 80% of the product tutorial made on HeyGen is using one of the avatar, either my avatar or some of the public avatars. So that has been really, really convenient, especially around, updating and updating the tutorial content and making new tutorial content. I think that one of the big thing about tutorial is that the product has been updating and iterating fast and quickly, right? So maybe every single 2 weeks or every single month, some of the feature will be updated slightly. As a before the solution, when we don't have the avatar, we will have to record it again and again and again. So it is really hard to maintain the latest update for the help center. Basically, keep up to date on the tutorial, especially for a lot of the software company, I'm sure. But with avatar solution out there, you can pretty much just like make a little bit tweak on the script, and or maybe just like plug it with a new screen sharing, screen recording of the new feature set, and update the script, and then just click one button. You can pretty much create the entire tutorial content. Yeah, so I would say those are the different pieces that how we are using instant avatar at HeyGen today. Yeah, so I'm going to pause here, see if anyone have any questions, or Nikki, you want to keep moving to the next section?
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think that, there really is so many use cases for everyone, whether you're a creator, an educator, you're in sales, in HR, in marketing, whatever it is. And a lot of people, a lot of businesses do use it, like you mentioned, for learning and development content, but also this is great for training, for internal communications, for external, for email marketing, like you said. There's so many use cases. We'll have to do a whole other webinar on just use cases, but the instant avatar, it's great. And I think everyone here wants to know how we can create a realistic instant avatar. So show us that, and then show us tips and tricks. I already see a lot of people in the chat asking, show us tips to make it look the best, or how do I get it? How do I do it? So show us the best tips and tricks for crafting the perfect avatar.
Yeah, sure. I guess there's some audience also ask about how did we make that happen for the automatic email. I guess we will talk about it in a bit, but I want to actually demo how okay, first of all, I will show you how the creation process of instant avatar look like, and then I will share some of the tips. Yeah, so let me share another screen over here.
Great. Yes. And while you get that set up, I want to tell everyone that if you stay until the end, we will be giving a surprise gift, a little prize. So you want to stay until the end to get a special offer.
Oh, yeah. So when you sign up on the platform, pretty much you will see this page where you can click on instant avatar. I guess what I would do today, just like I would try to create one instant avatar right now, so that I can just talk about a little bit how I would do the recording and what the different pieces is required in the process. So when we click on free instant avatar, click on this box. Pretty much this is empty. This is where we can create one for free.
Hey.
So yeah, there's an intro video with me. Basically, we can skip that. The next session is about the instruction. We have a test version instruction where you can look at it if you prefer reading on the screen, or we have a video instruction if you prefer just like watching the video. And then we also have another master just like instruction in more details, pretty much like recording script and stuff like that. And if there's one thing though, I'm sure there's a lot of customer, you want to probably just do it with a professional camera, or maybe do it somewhere else, right? But you don't want to open up this page again. So there's a one very little button over here. You can download the whole instruction as a PDF. If you just click on that, you will be able to see the entire instruction in a PDF format so that you can save it for later. Yeah, there's a really if I'm trying to summarize the instruction, there's three things I want to call out. One is that try to do it at least 2 minutes of footage. I think that will create the best quality. And I think another piece is about pause. Just like making sure when you speak, give some pause so that the AI model can actually learn about how you actually pause, how you how say that I would say how you actually react when you there's a silence in the audio. So I think that's really important. I think the last pieces I think has been really important is like how do we control our body and the gesture. That's kind of like the one that's a little bit tricky. And I think we wrote about something called generic gesture out here. And I guess I think the other end of the generic gesture is like those pointing gestures. So first of all, try to avoid any pointing gestures. So, but in order to like create a really good avatar, we cannot like do something like, oh, I just keep my body still like this way and then I keep talking for 2 minutes. That usually doesn't go well. So I would say still we should try to deliver the footage in a natural speaking way. So yeah, I'm gonna pause here. So, Nikki, what was your experience look like when you try to create the avatar? Like, how do you actually control the body movement and the gesture out there before?
Yeah, so for myself, I am a content creator and I do focus a lot on TikTok content. So just a quick little shout out. If you haven't followed the HeyGen TikTok account, you should follow it, check it out. We post a lot of other creators' videos as well. But when I was recording it, I was holding a microphone, a little microphone, since that is very native on TikTok. So I did actually hold it and do some general hand movements, and it was able to look exactly like me, like I was holding it and recording a normal video. And here in the comments, you can see that there's a lot of people here that are also saying they were shocked because they thought it looked just like them. Like Lisa here said she thought it was herself, like the video she uploaded, had no idea that it was already the AI generated video. So I think that, keeping the gestures below the chest is just something to keep in mind. I did have like some crazy earrings in one video that did look a little bit different, but
Yeah.
just try not to be like in front of your mouth or have a microphone in front of your mouth, because it does need to do the lip syncing and voice cloning. So just give it some space, but just act natural. I think that's the biggest thing. And honestly, just have fun with it, because you don't want to sound, sometimes if you get in front of the camera, maybe you're like, do I sound robotic? Just have fun with it, sound natural, and yeah, try it out. It's really, really impressive. And we're getting a lot of good questions here that hopefully we'll get time to answer. But
So
yeah.
yeah.
Any other tips?
Yeah, thanks, Nikki. So I guess the when we talk about the pro tips, is really the really important pieces I want to share is just about the gesture. So because I think the body movement, like it's essentially is like this. When we look at a person, or we don't talk with only the mouth, right? We talk with the head movement together with the gesture, with the body movement and the motion all together. So like I think it is important to let have that to be reflected in the footage so the AI model can learn about it. So we can try to achieve the best result. Yeah, just for context, for all the video that you receive from my avatar, I'm using the exact same thumbnail here as everybody. So we are not creating I'm not using anything beyond the technology to try to make it look great. And pretty much we are using the same thing. So I guess I would try to do. So by the way, I think someone asking, whether we need a green screen. No, you don't need a green screen. You can just do any background or even with a mobile phone, and then we will maintain the background of your footage. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm trying to do one here so that so maybe the audience can look at how I would be performing in front of the camera. I have personally created more than, I don't know, I probably create more than 100, probably almost 200 different avatars in the past, just for myself, for testing different, algorithm, just like testing different AI model, testing different, gesture in the past. So I would say I'm actually pretty familiar with the whole process, but let me do it again. I guess you can see my face here. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to figure out what should be the version look like for today. Yeah. Should I be sitting or standing? Give me one sec.
Yeah, do your thing. We love the live demo. And, I'll be quiet so you can record.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we can just do a landscape one. Um, I think there's one thing I want to call out. It does so the hand doesn't necessarily need to be always like below the chest. But I think what we want to emphasize is actually something that is generic, right? It's just like, I mean, we can always, I mean, we can keep the hand like here. I think it would be okay, if we want to keep the avatar this way. So this may look a bit weird, but I guess I would probably just try to do it with this gesture so that I want to just demo like what the limit is there. So, um, all right. Um, so I would do a quick one just for 30 seconds, recording the, footage. So, oh, it doesn't detect my, okay, give me one sec. I think it's working now. I guess I would just do uh, deliver a product update. I think that's great just for instant avatar. All right, so we can actually put the head like this way. For example, hey guys, exciting to share that we are, shipping the instant avatar feature today. And I'm actually in one of the webinar today, talking about this new feature. So what I'm trying to demo is that we are shipping, the instant avatar and trying to talk about what are the pro tips on how do we can record, a good avatar footage. In the past few months, we've been seeing lots of a beta customer, coming from creator, coming from learning and development, and creating their own avatar and achieve much better content efficiency for their business work. All right, so that would be my footage if you look at it. Yeah, so Nikki, does that look the same as what you think before, or kind of like does anything go beyond your expectation about the footage? But I think this footage might be a pretty good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Let's see it. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So I guess I want to call out one thing in order to make the avatar look really, really good. You see that when I record my avatar, right? I try to give a lot of expression, emotion out there. So as long as the expression and emotion is generic, that would be totally okay, and that actually adds value and made the visual much better. Coming back to the avatar, so I guess another thing I would try to do, maybe just for 10 seconds, that's usually, I mean, that works, but usually not the best one. It's just like, um, hey guys, I'm delivering a product update today. We're in one of the webinar to talk about what are the pro tips for instant avatar. Like if we do it that way, I think that the whole motion is a little bit more still and less dynamic. I mean, it really depends on what kind of avatar you would like at the end. You can change the background, and meanwhile you can control how dynamic you would like the avatar to be, and which is super important, in order to get the best out of the instant avatar. So I guess I'm going to finish making this avatar, just like outline what are the renaming step, and then meanwhile we will just send an email to all of you, after the webinar to showcase that. So um,
What are you gonna make it say?
uh, I guess it would take a couple of minutes to like build the avatar first. I guess.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
don't you submit it, and we can do the questions and then see if maybe it'll be done by the time we're done with the questions.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
I think
And
everyone here is excited to see.
you can click on this one, and then we would need a just want to call out that we do require the video consent for every single avatar we create. We just want to make sure you are the person that actually creating the avatar and try to provide on one end provide safety on on this technology, and meanwhile just also for the internal compliance purpose. So I'm going to do that. So want to real quick. I, Joshua Shu, hereby declare that I authorize HeyGen to use the footage of me to build a HeyGen avatar and use it in my HeyGen account. All right, we have that. I'm gonna just submit it in 1 second. Cool. So yeah, I pretty much once this recording is validated, and we can just click submit and get it going. Okay, all right, we got it. So and then we submit.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, that's kind of like the process of the how we create the avatar. I guess just to summarize, we'll probably send it an email to everybody who is in the webinar today to summarize. General gesture is a really good one to pay attention to. Yeah. So I hand it back to you, Nikki.
Awesome. Yes. So I guess we can move into the questions now while the avatar is being created. HeyGen is doing its magic. But thank you so much for showing us that demo and taking time to show us live. I think that will be super helpful to see for people to see how easy it is and how quick it will create it, and then you can save time on content. I have pinned up a comment from someone that said that they got 18,000 followers and 700,000 views coverage for the month on Instagram by filming reels with their avatar.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. And keep sharing these things. We love to see that, especially on, all socials. Share it with us and reach out. And everything that you are all typing in, we're seeing it all. So if we don't get back to everyone's questions, we're going to take some of those notes and keep making our technology better. But let's answer some of these questions. I see Company Casino Cruise has asked, what is the difference between Instant and Studio Avatar?
Yeah, great question. So like I mentioned, like Instant by its naming, just like much faster version, but also meanwhile delivering 90% of the quality of the professional version of the customer avatar. Like we have seen customer mainly using Instant Avatar for like creator marketing and sales. Studio Avatar is something that you would have to go to a studio to get a green screen where you will film it with professional gear and professional crew. That does require a lot of setup work, but it produces the best quality in terms of the visual effect and the resolution and video quality. So it can do like as speed as a 4K 60 FPS. I would highly recommend Studio Avatar for enterprise, especially for corporate training, for internal communication, where you are making a couple of really high quality avatar for some of the instructors in the company. And for Instant Avatar, mainly just like marketing and sales or creator. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's super helpful. And again, I have seen some questions about the enterprise solution. So maybe can you tell people how they can reach out for any enterprise questions?
Sure. Yeah, I guess Joy just helped to put a question. Oh, put a link there. Yeah, that's the link that we can actually collect the information from you, and then one of our sales representative will reach you back, and you will see my avatar as well. Yeah.
Awesome, great. And for someone asking if we're reading off the questions from here or Discord, we are live. So we're pulling the questions from LinkedIn and YouTube and Discord as well, but mainly replying here. So another question we have, the most common question that we've answered, but we're going to answer it one more time. Do you need a professional background, any background, equipment? Tell us.
Yeah. So no, you don't need a professional background, like I did just now, right? I'm actually have a really oh, I got a mask out here, but you can use any background. It just really depends on how you want your avatar look like. So we don't recommend do one white background and replace it with some other image as a background, because the lighting actually matters on the whole visual effect. So everything is about visual. We kind of want to make sure that the best way to do it is just making sure the light on your face, actually the light on the background, they kind of match. Yeah. And I think there's one thing, I think related to the backgrounds, that I think people are asking about whether we can update the outfit of the avatar, right? Yeah, that's been working on it. I think it will be out very soon. That will be one of the features that we are very excited, where you can actually keep one recording, but where you can change the outfit of that, have a different outfit in different presentation mode. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. And yeah, that's super helpful. I think a lot of people, have been asking if there's anything you can change once you build it. Maybe can you talk about if there is anything, and if not, if there is for the AI avatars that you are able to choose on HeyGen?
Yeah. So you're not able to change your face. You're not able to change the voice. I mean, you can definitely change the use the pre-built voice of the as a presenter, and you do have ability to change the background. I'm not sure that background swap it is enabled in the free version. I'm sure it is in one of the pay plan there. Yeah, changing the clothes, not yet, but that will be coming up very soon. Yeah.
Awesome. And you keep mentioning, things that are coming up soon. So can you tell us anything that is coming up soon that might be exciting for us to learn or hear about? Anything you can spill?
Yeah. I think one of the most exciting feature that I think that's coming up very soon is like we will have the ability to do real time streaming on the avatar. So I guess we will probably I mean, we're still working on it, but we in that case we'll be able to like do live interaction, real time interaction with the avatar, and that will unlock a lot of like applications after that. That one. And we also mentioned, the change in the outfit, and I guess there's another thing about, I guess a lot of audience are asking about how do we, add more expressions? How do we, kind of like do the fitting with the script, with the gesture and the motion, right? Yeah, I think those are great questions, and we are actively solving that particular problem. So the short answer is that if you want to get more dynamic and add more expression, I think producing a better, I mean not better, but try to add more motion and dynamic to your footage. That would be one key thing to do today, and then you'll be able to unlock that. That's one. And the second thing is that we have been working on technology to unlock that as well. Just trying to create a much better presentation, just matching the body motion, and that's something we are actively working on. So yeah, those are probably the big things I would say. Yeah, I'm not sure if you have anything
Awesome.
you want to ask about the upcoming feature, Nikki.
No, that is so exciting. You all heard it here first. We're working on real-time avatars. The whole chat has been blowing up the entire time about whether that's coming. Are we going to be able to use the avatar in Zoom, in sales calls, in real time to answer questions? Or, I mean, you type up a question or answers. We are very excited to be working on that. And I know everyone is excited. The technology is really only just getting better. someone is asking here if we have to record in English or can we record in other languages? There's a few questions about languages, so can you clarify, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
good question. You can actually technically record in any different language. So definitely pick one you prefer, and the one that you will be giving the best, footage and presentation, and that would work. Yeah.
Okay, and then are you able to use the avatar and the voice cloning technology to make your avatar speak other languages?
Yes, yes, yeah, that's doable. And so, yeah, just want to clarify: the input can be any language, and the output could be any language as well. So, kind of make it, that's like we do not need to like record, let's say, English in order for your avatar to speak English at the end. So it could be any language.
Awesome. Yeah, that is impressive. And how many languages are there available right now?
Yeah, I'm sure we have about 40 plus different language support in terms of output. And when we comes back to, like the specific, clone version of the instant avatar, I think we got about 10 to 20 or something, 20 something like that. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy because I'm sure there's people here that have used, whether the video translator or the avatar, and maybe they used it a month ago or 2 months ago and haven't seen all of the new languages that have been added. So definitely check it out. And we're just about to wrap up, the live questions. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Is there any updates on your real time, your avatar? Is it still working, or do we want to just email it out?
I guess it's still working on it, and we will email it out as soon as we get some snip out there.
Okay,
Yeah. So,
perfect. So yes, every question that is in terms related to our enterprise sales team, there is a form that I have just pinned. So everyone can, write in the questions there that they have, and our team will get back to you. And we also have a special gift, special prize for everyone that has joined here on the webinar. I'm sure you're all going to be super excited to know we are giving 5 free credits for everyone that joined. So there is another form that I'm going to pin now, and you just have to fill out the form, and we will be sending over 5 credits. So you'll be able to use these credits on all of the HeyGen features, whether that's the video translator, the AI avatars that you can choose. We didn't cover those today, but there's 100 plus avatars you can choose from if you don't want to make yourself an avatar, or you can use the credits to make yourself an avatar as well, or make yourself speak any other language. There's really endless possibilities you could do to create content, and we're here to make it, as simple and as easy as possible for you. So thank you all. Is there anything else, Josh, you want to add to just wrap it up and get everyone excited?
No, I think that's it. So I'm sure there's still a lot of questions we have not touched yet, but I guess we will probably try to answer in the email. We will try to create some short answer, and then we will send it as a summary to everyone. That's one. And I guess another thing is that, yeah, we will be very excited to see what you will be creating with the HeyGen. Like, I think one of the use case was for Instagram creator, and we would love to see how you are using it in your business role, marketing and sales, or even, learning development and educational content. Yeah, do keep us updates if you have any use case to share. I think that would be amazing. It would be amazing to hear about that. And meanwhile, also would be amazing to see your avatar as well. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm pinning this one comment as well because I love that you mentioned this, since I am a creator and I want to help other creators as well. We all want to here at HeyGen. So we are going to be hosting some webinars that will be more specific to creators, others more specific to brands, We're super excited for this, and we're taking notes of, all the languages that aren't listed that people want to see so that we can add them in shortly. But thank you all so much. Remember to follow us on all the socials, on TikTok, on Instagram, on X, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're putting out really exciting content on all of them, and we're always open to feedback. So thank you again, and make sure you collect your form. Make sure you collect the credits, your 5 credits, so we can see all the content, and tag us when you do post it or share it.
Cool. Awesome.
Well, thank you everyone so much, and stay tuned for the next webinar. It'll be next Thursday at the same time.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Bye.